Hi, thank you very much for clicking on, y'all. So this is the story time, like a little chit chat. But actually this is like more than one story time because I had just recorded the video, right? But then I forgot. I was like, I can actually add in some other stuff, y'all. So I don't know if anybody else be going through this where people like to embarrass you like at work or whatever. But yesterday, and this is the reason why I'm making this story time, because I wanted to talk about this. But yesterday I had saw someone, I had ran into somebody that our last encounter, basically this person embarrassed me like in my work environment, and it was like a new work environment too. And the crazy part about it is like basically I was doing a service for this person, and they reached out to me and asked me if I can do something for them, right? So me and this person, it's a female too, but me and this person actually had went to school together. And we wasn't like best of friends, but it's like, you know, I knew of the person, but I knew how the person was too, like their attitude. But I was like, you know what? I was giving the person the benefit of the doubt. And then, you know, of course, I'm like, okay, well, I can make some extra money. I was looking at it that way, not like trying to use the person, but it's like they did reach out to me. But yeah, so me and this person ended up linking up, y'all. I invited this person into my new work environment, right? And they straight up embarrassed me. Like things was going good, but it's like towards the end, like the energies just felt super off. And it's like back then, this happened like a couple of years ago, but I wasn't really that spiritually aware of certain things like how I am now. But it's like this person is like their attitude is like real messed up, and they got like a mouth on them or whatever. But basically the person started talking down on me, and that just let me know, like as I'm talking about this right now, they let me know that the person came into the situation. Like basically they asked me to do a service for them, but the whole time it's like they doubting me anyway. It's like they wanted to like put me down anyway, which is crazy. It's like, wow, how could you even do that to a person? Like I would never reach out to somebody and ask them to do something for me when I plan on putting them down anyway. Especially if they don't even like you, because I always felt like too, I felt like this person always had something against me, because like just how they treated me or like how they talked to me, it's like they wasn't always so friendly towards me. But I used to let a lot of stuff like just go over my head. Like I really was not that aware of certain things. So it's like, you know, of course that's my fault too, because it's like I should have listened to my gut feeling, because at first I was kind of hesitant about responding back to this person anyway, because I'm like, I already know how this person is. So I was like, I don't know. But I was like, you know what, I can make some extra money. So I was looking at it that way, but it ended up backfiring, like for real. But I had got super triggered when I had saw this person. I was like, wow. And I ain't felt like that like in a little minute, but I remember I had shared too, I had saw somebody that I ain't seen like in a minute, and then this person tried to embarrass me too, but it wasn't like in a work setting. It was like at this it was like some type of like lounge thing, but basically it was like a party, and this person pretty much like tried to embarrass me. And I was like, wow, I don't know why people like doing it. I don't know if it makes them feel bigger or whatever, or make them feel more confident, but that's just crazy. And that's not the first time that someone has embarrassed me like on a job. Now that first situation, it was just like me and a person, like me and a girl in a private type of setting, but still it was like, you know, it was my work environment. And this other situation, it was other people. This made it super embarrassing, because you know when there's other people around and it's somebody acting a fool on you at your job or whatever, that like they coming up to your job acting a fool, that's like super embarrassing, especially if you ain't even do nothing. But sometimes too, it's like people be trying to like sabotage certain things that people got going on, especially if you make your own money. It's like you could be an entrepreneur too, or if you offer some type of services, it's like people will try to sabotage that, which I think is so crazy, because I be having like a lot of respect for people that, you know, make their own money, or like an entrepreneur, especially if they offer some type of service. And it's just about the respect too. It's like, why sit there and try to play with somebody or try to embarrass somebody, like, you know, with how they make money? That is crazy to me. But yeah, this person like straight up embarrassed me, like made a whole scene at my and it was like a new work situation too, so it had the people looking at me all crazy. Like I was so embarrassed that like I didn't even want to show up to the place like the next day. And I think I was off the next day, but it was like I was contemplating like, wow, because I know they're gonna be looking at me super crazy, and then they're gonna be asking me like, what was that about or whatever. And it was about something like super petty, y'all. It's like I didn't do anything, But I just don't like when people try to do that. It's like they're trying to humiliate somebody like on their job and stuff, or try to sabotage what they got going on. But it was like another situation too, where I was actually like working at this place, and it wasn't like me working for myself, but I had actually had a dream, which I thought this was so crazy, y'all, because I ain't even really think nothing about it. But like basically I had this dream where I was in this work environment, right, this place, and I was in a certain area of this place. It was kind of like close to where I work at, but not really. But I'd be like going through, like, you know how you can walk through a building, and it's like every so often I do walk through this part of the building. But in a dream, it's like I was walking through this part of the building, and I remember seeing somebody that I know that works there or whatever. And it's like me and this person do be me and this person was like conversing or whatever, you know, with each other. I remember seeing them in this dream, y'all. But guess what? Like in the dream, I ain't have no clothes on, and I didn't realize it until like I think the person had said something. But like, you know how like you like just imagine and I don't know if anybody else ever had a dream like this before, but that was like the first and last time I ever had a dream like that, where it's like I was at a job with no, like basically I ain't had no clothes on, but it just felt like I was trying to like cover myself up. But it's like I felt super embarrassed, and I feel like that was a sign too, because leading up into like after I had that dream, they tried to embarrass me at the job. So I don't know what this is. Like, you know, if you ever dealt with like some type of humiliation on the job or whatever, it's really tough, because half the time it don't even be like your fault or like something that you're doing. But you know, sometimes too, it's like when people see that you're like super talented and it's like you got your own thing going on, it's like they'll try to like downplay it or like try to make it seem like you're not really that good at doing anything. Because that's how this situation happened, like with the dream that I had in this workplace. The person tried to make it seem like, and they was this person was actually like racist too, y'all. But they tried to downplay like all the time, and which was like a couple of years too that I ever worked at this job. They tried to make it seem like I wasn't, like I ain't really do nothing, like I was just there just getting a check. They tried to downplay all, you know, all the years that I worked there, which I thought was pretty messed up, because it's like I never had nothing against this person, but I guess it was just like in their ego or whatever. I don't know what it was, but yeah, the person pretty much embarrassed me in front of a lot of people. So yeah, that's pretty much what the story times was, y'all. But if you ever dealt with that, don't even take that, like, don't take it to heart, like seriously, because looking back on that, now it's like I'm more spiritually aware. But it's like sometimes people be just like intimidated by your energy, especially like in certain work environments, because sometimes I'll be feeling like this on here too, because it's like, you know how and I hate to mention this, and it's not just me overthinking, but you know how like when you are around somebody for a long period of time, or like for, yeah, like a long period of time, you may find that like they get irritated just for like whatever reason. Sometimes I be feeling like this on here, because you know I do post like very consistently, but sometimes I be feeling like certain people be like irritated because I'm always popping up or whatever. That's how it be, but it's just like, you know, it's just your energy. So it's like you can't help how you are as a person, like your energy, especially if you're like pretty much somebody who's like pretty much consistent like with their mood or whatever. It's like you show up like as yourself all the time. It's like you ain't gotta fake a personality. It's like you're just being yourself. Some people just do not like that, y'all. And it be like grown people too that be doing that, because even like certain work environments, like the one I was talking about, where the person had showed up to my job and embarrassed me. It was actually this place that somebody, it wasn't like a corporation or nothing. It was like a place that somebody had owned. And like even the owner, like her vibe was kind of off too. Like I feel like she was like irritated by me for whatever reason. But I feel like that's it, because like looking back on it and just kind of like reflecting, sometimes people just be like irritated for no reason about certain people's energy or whatever. So yeah, just like don't even take that to heart. It's just like, you know, don't even worry about it. But sometimes it can be kind of disappointing too, because it's like, why is this happening to me? Because I ain't even do nothing. Like, I just literally came to work to try to get my money and go home. But people be having other plans for you. Like, seriously, I don't know why people like messing with me on a job. Like, I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much what the story time was about, y'all. I don't know if anybody else can relate to what I was mentioning, but like, let me know in the comments. That's if you want to share it. I'm more than glad to hear about it, or like, you know, I'll read the comments or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thank you very much for listening to what I had to say.